Alright, welcome back. So, in the previous episode, we worked our way up from Fuchsia and went through Lavender Town and Rock Tunnel, and now we're heading towards the power plant. So if you remember in Gen 1, this place was actually abandoned, or at least it seemed pretty abandoned. This is where we fought Zapdos. Repel has worn off. So, as you've probably noticed from a couple of the NPCs, apparently the power in Kanto isn't working right now because, as these guys are explaining it, somebody stole a piece of machinery that keeps the plant running. And apparently the owner is not very happy. So, as you can probably guess, if we want the magnet train to work, we're going to have to actually get this thing up and running again. So, let's go and talk with the manager. Who would dare ruin my generator? I spent so much. Seems like a reason why someone would do it. Alright. So that's about it over here. So we don't really know much about what we need to do, but apparently this guy just got a call that there was a shady character loitering around Cerulean. So they ask a 10-year-old to go and take care of him. I mean, we did kind of take down the Mafia single-handedly. I know Lance was there, but like, let's be honest, Lance barely did anything. I mean, he literally said to us, you were doing pretty well back there, so I didn't want to get in your way. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but you get the point. Alright. I don't think there's really any difference between those two, unless there's a secret item somewhere on one of them, but I don't really have the patience to, try and search. Don't you know? I believe these guys are very speedy, or at least they were in Gen 1. But you don't really need to worry about them. Just throw out a water type and you'll be fine. Dig, dig, dig. That's the one annoying part, is when they use dig. Because now nothing's going to work on them until they come back up. I can't remember what gen it was, but something they changed was if a Pokemon uses Dig and you use Earthquake while they're still under, it will damage them and will, I want to say, might even do double damage. Although, if they're both ground types, it's not gonna matter too much. Down falls the Onyx. Hiker Sydney. It's you don't really hear too many guys named Sydney. But again, no judgment. Just something interesting that I had noticed. Yeah, I'd rather not. I just don't really care about finding any other Pokemon at this point. The only two Pokemon that I kind of want to... Okay, let me correct myself. There's 3 Pokemon that I'd kind of like to get. I'd like to get an electric type, aka Pikachu. And obviously I'd like to get the two legendaries, the two roaming legendaries. Alright. Welcome back to Cerulean City. Not the same as Gen 1, although you're able to actually get around the town without going through someone's house, which is kind of nice. I do appreciate that change. Alright, so let's head up here. So Nugget Bridge kind of got moved a little. Obviously the bridge is still there, but you don't fight any trainers on it. So we're gonna come down this way. And the tunnel or cave that Mewtwo used to be in is no longer here, but if you search in this spot, right about where it would have been, you actually find the Berserk Gene, which is a pretty rare item. Okay, so when you enter this, enter the gym, this guy that looks like he's a part of Team Rocket will run into you as he's trying to get out of here. Definitely not shady at all. Bye-bye. He's speaking in broken English, apparently. It's implied that, or I think it's outright stated that he's not from here. So let's head up this way and we find him. Hey kid, me am a Team Rocket member. Come from another country. A trainer number 1, me. Think I did if stop the energy. Be big panic. Secret is my mission, so tell you I not. But if win, you do versus me. I can't keep up. Alright. So we're gonna fight this Team Rocket member. I wish they would have given him like an actual name. Like, I don't know. I feel like Fez would have been a great name for this guy. Obviously, I think this was made before that 70s show, but... Well, now that I think about it, was this made... I want to say this was made in 2000, right? So I think that 70s show had been out for a year or two. Although, who knows if... The developers definitely weren't watching that show. Come from Johto they will. Will revenge they are. You say what? Team Rocket bye-bye. A go, broken it, says you. Oh no, should I do what now? Alright, so, you go to the center portion and search in the water, you'll find the little machine part, and then just take it back to the manager, and yay, we got electricity. I believe this is called Zap Cannon. I think he tells you a little bit about it, yeah. Zap Cannon. It's very powerful, but it's not very accurate. So, if it hits, great. If not, you just wasted a turn. And, you know, PowerPoint. Hey, we got a cleanse tag. You were in mortal danger, but you are protected now. So let's see what this thing does. Repel. Okay, helps repel wild Pokemon. Something that you have to put on one of your Pokemon, obviously, but it can be very helpful. Not having to fight a bunch of random battles all the time. Sounds pretty nice. Okay, so we're back in Saffron now. We're gonna head up here to the Mimic Girl, or Copycat. Apparently she lost her Pokemon doll. Now, if you try coming back here before you take care of the power plant stuff, she'll just kind of talk to you, or more like copy what you say. So she thinks that she lost it somewhere in Viridian. Well, if you go here to the Pokemon Fan Club, talk with this guy over on the left side, he said that he found a Pokemon doll and really likes it, but he won't keep it away from a little girl who misses it. Aww. I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't, like, fight you for it. So, bring it back to her. Yeah, this is the part where I'm perfectly fine just kind of cutting the in-between stuff. Now, giving it back to her will get you the magnet train ticket or whatever card thing that you need to actually use the magnet train. And this is your main way of getting between Kanto and Johto. There's not a whole lot. There's really not a huge reason to go back to Johto at this point. But if for whatever reason you need to, this is the way that you would do it. Because unfortunately in Gen 2 you can't actually fly. Alright, found a potion. Great! I really don't need potions. Alright. So let's go ahead and take care of the Nugget Bridge gang over here. Yeah, so in Gen 2, you can't fly to a place in the other region. So if you're in Kanto, you can't fly the Goldenrod. For whatever reason, they just never figured out how to move the map over. I think the sort of in-game explanation, or at least my headcanon is, your Pokemon just can't fly that far. Or the mountains are just too large, you just can't fly over them, or something. Because that part kind of would make some sense, since Mount Silver is apparently a very dangerous area. High mountain, you know? So that would make some sense. Oh, Wigglytuff with those creepy eyes. Good, it's gone. So none of these guys are all that challenging. I did keep them all in, and I didn't like fast forward through anything, just because I did want to show off these guys since they are Nugget Bridge, kind of. I mean, you get a nugget at the end, so even though they're not actually on a bridge. Number 3. I've heard of a number 1 and a number 2, but a number 3? I think most people consider number 3 to be grow up, right? I think that's what a lot of people consider it. If you subscribe to the idea that there's more than just a number 1 and a number 2. This is top-notch commentary right now. Schoolboy Joe. Listen here, Jack. Hey, it's Vaporeon. Great. A tank. Can we just kill it with a Psybeam, please? One-shot it? Nope. Naturally. I think Vaporeon is considered the best of at least the Gen 1 3 EVs, evolutions, just because it's very tanky, and water is one of the better types at this point. Alright. In a in a more modern game, this would be a double battle right here. Because unfortunately, as soon as this battle is over with Laura, you're gonna have to fight the other kid. I feel like these kids are just out here to harass people. Like, it seems like they're all kids, or at least younger trainers. Last Laura. Giotto. I mean, we could keep Kadabra out there and just use an Ice Punch, but I do want to get some love to my other Pokemon because they're all going to need to level up a little more before we're ready to take on the final boss, quote-unquote. Awesome. You know, just throw a rock at it. It'll be fine. Yeah, the Ursaring's attack with strength is just so nice. It's so nice just being able to throw a rock at something and it just dies. Alright. Okay, I'm number 5. That's great. I don't care, kid. Camper Lloyd. Nidoking. How the heck did this kid actually get it up to a Nidoking? I mean, it's going to go down all the same, but... Technically, my Kadabra should be fairly well leveled by the time we get to the final boss. Whoa, too much. Okay. Here's our 6th and technically final trainer for the Nugget part of it. Last Shannon. Harris. Alright. So we're having crab tonight. Although, I don't know if I really want to have crab that has fungus growing out of it, so... Let's hear it for day 58. Alright, let's give Arcanine a chance to do something. Sorry, this is when you're at this point in the game where you're really just fighting like trainers that have absolutely worthless just worthless battles. It can get a bit draining. So when editing this episode, I was actually kind of like moving things around a little bit, just to kind of keep things a bit more consistent, or contiguous might be the better word. So like I did all the power plant stuff at once. Or I showed all the power plant stuff at once, and now I'm showing how to get to Misty. Did my best, I have no regrets. Move, 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 move. Honestly, every time I hear that little audio cue, it just makes me cringe, because I know it's one of those weirdos. Super Nerd Pad. So this is an interesting Pokemon to fight, kind of. I mean, it's gonna go down in one shot. Because it's not really leveled up. But, I mean, at least it didn't give anyone a seizure. That is such a controversial episode. It's a good thing they never, like, aired it out of Japan, but Yeah. Alright, talk with this guy. Took on one more battle than expected. Yeah, I didn't really have a choice. Kinda wish that would have been more of a optional thing, like, hey, if you want this nugget, you need to go and fight those 6 guys. Otherwise, you know, just ignore it. So let's toss out this mid-berry. Unfortunately, we can't give it to anyone, so... Yeah. Just give me my nugget. Need my nugs. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately, if you do take the nugget, you have to fight this guy. Which is just annoying. Cool trainer Kevin. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Really appreciate this. Rhyhorn, he's nothing special. Like, he's pretty easy to fight. Our Ice Punch does a lot of damage to the Rhyhorn. So we don't have to waste time switching out. That's the only downside. It's like, you kind of just have to hope that your starting Pokemon is strong against whatever they throw out first. Hey, Weeping Bell, why don't you give it a shot? Really? Your 5 levels above this guy. Should have one-shotted that. Come on, Weeping Bell. I know all you have, like, literally the only good attack you have is Flying Whip, but come on. Charmeleon. It is kind of odd that they didn't go with, like, the level 2s of the starters. Why do they have Rhyhorn thrown in there? I guess variety, maybe? But it just feels kind of odd, because the obvious theme was the level 2 starters with the Wartortle and Charmeleon. Alright, Kevin was defeated. Good. Alright, let's head up here. Unfortunately, I did have to come back here to get this because I was completely full on items. Alright, so head over here, and we have Misty. Aw, why did you have to show up and bug us now? Apparently she was on a date. Do you know what they call people like you? Awesome. No, they call you Pest. Those badges you have, are they Johto Gym badges? You have 8, you must be good. Okay then, come to the Cerulean Gym. I'll be happy to fight you or whatever. Alright, so, yeah, even after, like, doing the power plant stuff, Misty won't be in there. So you have to come up here to this area and fight her. I think some of the NPCs will give you a hint towards that. Because apparently she's on a date. We just, well, we don't really have, that part of the body as this character, but, kind of blocked her from doing what she probably wanted to do. Alright. I think this is the only other battle that I leave in for this gym, just because the other two have Pokemon that we've seen, or honestly share some of the same Pokemon. Though, they're not very special to watch. But this guy has Horsey. 2 horsies, apparently. Alright, let's switch out. Give someone else a chance to do something. Now, do they get their... Horsey is just water, I believe. I think Deidre is part poison, right? And then switches over the part dragon, I want to say? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually cared about either of those Pokemon, and that line of Pokemon. I know Kingdra knows some Dragon-type moves, or can learn some Dragon-type moves. Unnerving. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, apparently Misty's been expecting this, seeing as how we just saw her like 2 minutes ago. Don't underestimate her. And I do mean that seriously. She can take you off guard, especially her most infamous Pokemon, Starmie. Yeah, I want to say it's Starmie. Staryu is the regular looking starfish. The fact that it survived a Thunder Punch is kind of annoying. Because, unfortunately, I think all of them know Surf, which is the thing that makes them the most dangerous. Overall, Misty is not too bad. It's just... you can't underestimate her, as she said. Because the tide of battle can change very quickly if you're not being careful. Naturally. Now, this was a moment where I was kind of afraid that she was going to use, like, a potion or something to heal up her Pokemon, so I decided to just use Vine Whip again, just to be safe. Because the worst thing is when you go to use, like, a weaker, more finishing type move, and then they use a potion, and then it barely does anything, and you just wasted a turn, essentially. Now, this Lapras is definitely a lot more scary and annoying because it survived with the 1 hit point. Die, Lapras, die. I meant dive, dive. Yeah, that's right. Alright, and her final one, Starmie. If you remember in Gen 1, Starmie was kind of her most dangerous Pokemon, and in this Gen, yeah, I would say about the same. Unfortunately, it knows Confuse Ray, which is just more annoying than anything. I hit it with a Thunder Punch and it still doesn't die. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to someone else. Now, this kind of took me off guard. This right here. I mean, I realize Kadabra is a very frail Pokemon, and that was a crit. And I do take kind of a risk finishing the battle with Kadabra. Thankfully, Kadabra's speed is still faster than Starmie's. So, Yeah. Whew. And that's it for Misty. Again, overall, not too bad. As long as you are prepared for the fact that she's probably going to use Surf a lot. And Surf is still a very powerful water type move. And arguably the best HM. So yeah. Alright, let's head back over to the Pokemon Center. We'll save. And we'll call it a part. So again, at this point, I think Brandon's back, so definitely make sure to go and check out his stuff. And I will see you guys in the next part as we prepare to go and defeat Brock. Alright, thanks for watching.